I gotta say, I absolutely loved Shang-Chi. And I was bummed out that the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer was not attached to the IMAX showing for Thursday night. However, when I went to watch the film on 40X on Sunday, the trailer was attached to it. And it was so hard to film with the seats moving around and everything. But I was really excited to see the trailer attached to a really mind-blowing Marvel film. And I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be in 40X in December. So I'm starting to see the hate for Venom Let There Be Carnage simply because Sony Pictures gave it a PG-13 rating, which is what I reported on my fan support page months ago. And the main reasons being is simple, and yes, I am fully aware that Deadpool, even at rated R rating, banked at the box office, but look, things are different now, and Sony Pictures actually wants the kids to watch this film because although yes, it's Carnage, it's supposed to be rated R and everything, it's still, Venom associated with Spider-Man, and it's supposed to be like kid-friendly in a sense. And they just really wanted to bank the box office at this point because, the pandemic, and it's really hard right now to make that type of money at the box office the way that, they did pre-COVID. And the main reasons as to why Sony Pictures decided to release it earlier than originally scheduled, which is supposed to be, later in October, is because of Shang-Chi. The film did something no other film has done on a Labor Day weekend. And here's the thing, most people would assume, okay, it's a holiday weekend, it's supposed to be making that kind of money. Wrong. If you actually go back and do your research, it's one of the worst times to release a film. And, the film actually banked, and it made the kind of money that you would be able to do pre-COVID. It was just like, holy crap. And, like I said, one of the most important things to actually look into this is that there was really no A-list cast members, unless you count Ben Kingsley. But here's the thing, nobody knew who was in the film. It was pretty much a surprise. And the only star of the film, when watching trailers and everything, was Awkwafina, who's a very popular actress, very good comedian, but she's not exactly A-list. So, there was a lot of unknowns in this film, and, like I said, it was the underdog. And I know this film was expected to be a huge flop, especially from a lot of, YouTubers who were saying, yeah, this movie's going to be garbage, it's not going to make any money, it's going to be the first, Marvel failure of this year, and it did the exact opposite, and I'm really happy that's actually what happened, because, even watching the trailers and everything, I was really excited for it. I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes, how this turns out, and I didn't expect it to fail. I was just a little worried myself because it's like you don't really have an A-list cast here, so let's see what happens. And honestly, it's really one of the best top-tier Marvel films that, I haven't seen any of those films in a while. Like, I enjoyed Black Widow, but I was just like, I don't know, kind of like iffy about it, and it kind of sucks that, it's the one Marvel film that, got released on Disney Plus and theaters, and then we have the whole Scarlett Johansson lawsuit with Disney, and Bob Chapek is a fucking moron. Anyway, I really wish that Bob Iger was still around. But, now they're not doing that anymore. The upcoming Marvel films are going to be, for theaters only, and that's the way it should be because, things are starting to get, I wouldn't say better, but a lot of people are getting more, they're getting vaccinated more, they're taking a chance of going out there and watching these films. And there's a lot of air filtration in the theaters, and, and they also, I wouldn't say all theaters because I know that one of my theaters is not clean, and I always carry Microban with me, and I spray the shit out of everything everywhere. But yeah, things seem to, be getting better, and they're actually making a lot of money at the box office. Not all the films. I really feel bad for those films that are not, superhero movie related or action related because they have a really hard time making money at the box office, even pre-COVID. Anyway, so I'm going to explain as to what Sony Pictures' plans will be for Venom Let There Be Carnage that will let the fans who felt really disappointed on the rating for the film. This information is only from my fan supporters at the end of this video. And we also got our very first look at Marvel's Spider-Man 2 game. And I love the first game, so I can only imagine how epic the sequel will be. What's awesome is that Tony Todd is actually voicing Venom, and it's perfect. Candyman, as we all know. And although I know some fans are disappointed that it seems like Harry Osborn will be Venom instead of Eddie Brock, look, the character does exist in that world, so you just never know. We might see him in a suit. And I also heard Kraven Hunter's voice, so that should be very interesting. And I really loved the Iron Spider suit as well. I was like, whoa, that's actually pretty cool. And also very happy that the voice actors for Peter Parker and Miles Morales are actually back. Okay, so let me give you the good news for those of you who felt let down by Venom Let There Be Carnage rating. Here's some good news. Okay, as you all know, I reported a while back that even though Venom Let There Be Carnage was filmed...
Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot.
Woo!